Wholeness and Balance Vibration family, thank you so much for taking this time and this opportunity to celebrate yourself on this solstice. It's such an amazing time for us all to connect and for us all to come together in this order and in kindness and in compassion for what we're going to be facing in not only the years to come, but also what we face in our innerverse and the experience that we're having right now with ourselves, and the courage that we are taking upon ourselves to grant ourselves to begin to connect with every single being that lives here in this space, on this planet, and to truly see how we are all supporting each other. And of course, how in itself, insanity finds its mate with compassion, because it does take a compassionate person to deal with someone that is insane. And yet, our mothers, our fathers, our sisters, and our brothers, we do it every single day with participating in this great union with each other and continuously connecting from our hearts and learning more about ourselves. I first again wanted to honor this full moon solstice, bringing our ancestors completely into play with how we're growing. Oh, 1 second. All right, there's a streaming issue, so let's fix it. All right, let's try this. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay, give me just a moment, family. I'm just going to see what's going on with the stream here and why it's not translating our second scene. Just give me a quick second. So let's try it again. Well, that's what this is all about. It's about us continuously putting our efforts forward, not looking at what humanity or mankind or whatever deems as perfection, but feeling that perfection internally, feeling that perfection within and that connection that we all share. And also understanding that these are very serious times. These are very important times. And we can only absorb that importance in our compassion. And as I mentioned earlier, compassion is the mate to insanity. In a world that may sometimes be insane, or even dealing with a person that may be in a struggle, it is our compassion that allows us to take them through that process and to see the greater side of themselves and to see that they're actually not insane. They're just in that transition phase. And the big reason why we were coming together here on this solstice and this full moon is to actually bring about that change. Okay, well, I guess there's going to be a continuous thing going on today. Jeez. Let's see what's going on with the audio. Okay, so 1 second. All right, everyone, hold this. Just give us a quick moment. We're working on the camera feed here. We're just having a little issues with the streaming software. You're gonna get me crunk up. Just trying to be nice. All right, so this is exactly why we need our own stuff. See, they always do it to me every time. I try to come in, namaste, help, just the cause and not get all, discombobulated. But hey, that's how it is. And that's what really this is going to be about next year for 2019 for us. It's going to be about making a way where there is no way. It's going to be about making change where there is no change. And it's going to be about us continuously remaining patient but diligent and getting across what we need to get across. Especially when you're dealing with these faulty technologies, right? We're not the creators of these technologies in most cases. We didn't build this stuff. So, every day I get a chance to work with it and see how much it can be improved. But even more so, I get a chance to see what we can create on our own that'll be so much better. And that's actually what this is all about today. It's about our own honoring and our own connection with self. We're doing that today on the solstice. We're doing that today together in order to not only, again, bring about this change, but also to switch our environments. Even right now, we're enjoying another environment. We're doing something different than what we normally do. We're here connecting with others from all around the world to share something that we all find uniquely central to our growth, which is this connection and this exploration of each other. So I first wanted to say, again, we're giving a lot of honoring in this solstice and winter. Somebody asked the question, who are we honoring or what are we honoring? We are honoring ourselves. And we are honoring ourselves also as our ancestors. And we are going into these higher vibrations already now and beginning to stand in the gap, literally being the bridge for others into getting into those spaces. And the applications, the creations, and the throughputs in which we will be introducing in the upcoming year will be nothing short of amazing. And also, as many that have tuned already into our previous message in relation to origins and the tetragrammaton, etc., the atomic fields, the designs that are around the patterns of creation, the yin and the yang, all those things we are going deeper into the exploration and experience of. So it was great to set a benchmark and literally say, okay, this was the period in which we knew a certain amount. And now this is to the period in which we go into knowing everything about ourselves. So obviously this year was very important for the conscious collective. There was a lot of transformations that happened, and I'm not talking about just the community itself and what was being developed, because still it's overall crickets, and we're going to change that, meaning just how many new applications, schools, tools, things that we all can use collectively together, platforms, etc. I felt like it's kind of like at an all-time low. We're going to change that. However, the connection itself that others experienced internally, their mental, spiritual, and physical growth was at an all-time high. I feel like, especially even based on analytics and numbers, that people are getting it. They're really starting to see the most central character in the entire theme is themselves. Not a guru, not me, not anything else, but you getting yourself in order and starting to perfect your diet and perfect your vibration and really looking at what's coming into these portals and thus determining what comes out and not confusing the two. So I also wanted to say that there are things that are done through intentions and things that are done through actions. Today is our intention day. We are setting our intentions right on the perfect moment rather than waiting on the 30th, which we're going to be also introducing our applications or the logical side of what we plan to do about what we're talking about and what we're projecting. But today is about those intentions. It's about setting that path straight for your own feet about what exactly that you expect to achieve in 2019. Individually and collectively. And the reason why we began this today with drumming is because drumming is symbolic to the beating of your heart. My brother Ryan had came down here and taught me how to tie the water drum, which is an instrument that is sacred to the ceremonies of peyote. And it was quite a process. I mean, you cut your hands and you may have to wrap it up and then you do it wrong. You got to untie it again. There's water all over the place. There's water on you. And then hopefully there's not a circle of people waiting on you to figure it out. But if that's the case, then there's a little bit more pressure on getting that drum tied and getting that heartbeat ready to be pounded for the rest of the night as others go into their experience, but still are able to anchor to that beat of the collective hive drum. And so we all have that drum, and we all are welcome to beat that drum with all of our essence and all of our actions that we carry on with this year. From this point on, let that drum be like your heart, continuously getting louder and more rhythmic as you go. And we're even going to have another drum performance towards the end of the ceremony today, just to really drum it in of exactly how we must stay on beat and we must keep pushing through what happens, because we are the ones that people are going to be counting on for stability. So I also wanted to say that, again, on December the 30th, we do have a phenomenal presentation coming about applications. I felt like even within the last projection that was made, we went deep into the spiritual resources and reserves of our consciousness, and we brought out some things that are still digesting for many, as we had almost a 5-hour presentation in a completely new model, if you may, of how the earth is designed inside of our consciousness. And because we went so strong into that intuition and into that spiritual connection with ourselves, we felt like we must meet that. And we were prepared even to meet that with the logical and the physical manifestation side of those intentions and those projections. So that is what we're going to introduce on December 30th. Check your emails and things, because you will receive more notifications. As of now, that time is set at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, but that may change as we go forward. Lastly, what we're doing is we're creating all these applications to bring us closer together. That true enough, there will be a process in us beginning to connect with the world and us beginning to share. And we must be mindful of that process, meaning that it's a ramping up. It's not a straight up where we just make people make changes or produce or present changes that are difficult for people to make immediately. We take everyone through a step-by-step process. Indeed, we intend to do this for the entire world, or those who are ready for it and those who want it, but making it available on a larger scale so others that do feel inclined to have this experience on their own terms are actually able to do that. So that's all I'm going to give away about December 30th. I'm going to let us go more into this celebration today because we have some performances scheduled, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for, again, coming into this collective consciousness and just tuning into this space in this moment on this solstice and celebrating self and celebrating the growth that you've made during this period that you've been on Earth. So thank you so much for all your time and attention.
Wholeness. Thank you all for being here. My name is Mark, and man, thank you all for being here during this winter solstice 2018. Such a powerful time, such a powerful time. You know, let us celebrate life. Let's give thanks for life, give thanks for the moment. And as you tune into your intentions, you tune into your heart space, just ask, what am I celebrating? What am I celebrating? So let's go ahead and get into our space, this fertile space, this space of hidden energy that is all around us, always accessible, only needing for us to call it in with our awareness, acknowledge. And this is honoring our ancestors, honoring us ancestors. And so we're going to go ahead and get really present, very present with the moment. Go ahead and let your seat, your pelvis kind of rock backwards and relax for a moment as the root of your spine, your coccyx, rests on your seat. And from that seat, feel your spine elongate, erect, yet relaxed. And we'll go ahead and we're going to do something a little different. We're just going to press all of our intentions above our head, raise and our frequency, raise and pressing it all above our head, highest possible outcomes. Feel that shift. And back down onto our lap with our palms up, facing the sky, facing the ceiling. Give thanks for life. We'll go ahead and close our eyes now. And as you become really present with this now moment, just take a deep inhale through the nose and release out the mouth. A deep sighing exhale. Oh. Inhale again. Belly inflating with air. Release. Oh. Inhale once more. And release. It's allowing all tension to let go in the body. Let your hips soften, your knees relax, soften. Let your hands soften, your wrists soften, your shoulders soften. Let your jaw soften as you inhale. And your belly soften as you exhale. And so we give thanks for this now moment, which is not a moment in time. We give thanks for us ancestors reaching out to cross time. Mantra, vibrational frequency, always accessible, always present, guiding us to the next harmonious moment. And this synergistic synchronicity. Inhale, letting that belly fill with air, full expansion yet gentle, soft. Exhale, compressing all of the air out of that belly, staying relaxed and present. And so we continue this breath, this inflow, outflow. Allowing ourselves to really enjoy our breath, to truly enjoy our breath. As you inhale, enjoy that inhale. And as you exhale, enjoy that exhale. Now in this now moment, we give thanks. We honor 4 directions, the east, the west, the south, and the north. We honor these directions within our consciousness and on the external plane. This correspondence within and without. And we give thanks for the 4 elements. The element of air as we inhale. Really taking in that breath and remembering this freeness, this free energy, always available, always accessible. Now the breath reminds us to stay present. When our mind is focused on the breath, it brings us to this now moment. Body, mind, spirit, all converging in one quantum moment. And we give thanks to the air, showing us what it means to be completely unrestricted, uninhibited, and free. one with the breeze. For the expression of wind, of gust. Now, in one moment, we may be in a certain frequency, and as frequency masters with a gust of wind, shift. And thanks for the element of air. It's now a moment we give thanks for the fire within our guts, which transmutes, which breaks down bonds to release free energy. We give thanks to the fire of our spirit, the flame of our willpower, burning like a candle, only consuming ourselves, only consuming our inspiration, our thoughts to give off lights, expression, self-created flame. We give thanks to the flame, the heat of change, of transmutation, of the transformation process. At this solstice time, we burn away that which is untrue, so we may become more light, more in our truth, that in this vibrational thread expand to become our whole reality. And at this solstice time, know that from this day onwards, your light is only growing as the external sun reflects our internal sun, rising. Ask yourself, where was I in the winter solstice? Where will I be come summer solstice? Give thanks for the flame I hold. In this now moment, we give thanks for the element of water and all of its expressions, the river, the rain, the snow, lake, ocean, seas, waves. We give thanks for the water in our physical structure, in our saliva, in our blood, in our lymph, in our vital fluids, our reproductive fluids, our cerebral spinal fluid, in our lymph. How water receives our intentions, always accepting us as we are, receiving us in full. A carrier for our intentions, for our actions. Such a cleansing process. The waters in our consciousness, always accepting us as we are. Our water will bow its head, go with the flow, let it go. Just watching the river go. Give thanks for the waters I hold. In this now moment, which is not a moment in time, we give thanks for the element of earth. The earth in our bodies, the soil in our blood, the minerals in our blood and in our skeletal structure. A crystalline light library embedded within this spine, within this skeleton, within our skull. The original crystal skull within us. Give thanks for this as below resonance. We give thanks for the trees. How the trees are such an intermediary for sun, spiritual essence, light, and pulling the water up from the darkness, create growth. And recognizing this winter time, growth may not appear to be happening or occurring on the surface, but trees grow thicker in their roots in the winter. So when the leaves leave, you're growing a deeper foundation. As you inhale, feel the core of the planet. Feel your connection to this celestial body. that you stand upon. Inhale it up. Your roots, your central channel, central current, the roots, sacral, solar plexus, hearts, throats, third eye, crown. Out your crown to 36 inches above your head. Inhale again from the core of this planet, remembering a beautiful scene from nature, a beautiful memory you've had in nature. Calling the love that you have. Inhaling it up 36 inches above your head. Exhaling into this space. Feeling it gently unfold like a flower blooming. Dig deeper into your intention. Breathe roots deep into the earth, into the core. See if you can inhale down now from this flowering center, 36 inches above your head, into your heart space. As you exhale, feel your heart space expanding in all directions. Feel the frequency shift as you do so. Maintaining this as above connection. Pull again this energy from the core of the planet up and into your heart, through the root, through the sacral, solar plexus, into your heart. As you exhale, feel this dynamic energy expanding in all directions all around you. And this night is also full moon. And so you as the center of your experience, you as the sun in your reality, notice how the moon reflects your actions, your intentions for this last cycle. Allow this to take you deeper into your preparation for action during this solstice period. Connecting with the plant kingdom, nature, the mineral kingdom, the fungi kingdom, the animal kingdom. Honoring all of self. Thank you all for being here, all in your presence. Give thanks for this tribe. Aho. Much love, everyone. When you're ready, you may flutter your eyes open, millimeter by millimeter. Knowing that nothing changes, the energy is all around you, circulating, the honoring is active, on in your consciousness. And send you my love from this tribe, tribes worldwide, planetary, universal. Aho. Wholeness.
Aho.
Oh. All right, family, we're going to keep going. We're going to settle into this energy, and we're going to keep these projections and celebrations coming. I want to thank everyone for coming in full force, those that are here, seen and unseen, the workers of the grids, the ancestors, the way showers, those standing in the gap. Thank you also for everyone that is on this line for bringing your DNA, your collective consciousness, your connection with the cosmos, so that way we can send this energy through all the lines and allow it to find the connections and mend us all together so that we can be whole. Thank you so much. So we're going to keep going, family, for all those tuning in, and we're going to go ahead and then bring in some more greatness and just give us a quick moment.
Wholeness, much honor and gratitude and thankfulness to everyone, to all. What I intend to connect, um, what I intend to connect together and share is all karmically tied to. Wait a second. Okay, is all karmically tied to what I do and what I say. So it all comes questioning back to me in the end. And so we all have this responsibility here, and we all have our duty towards self, our tribe, our collective, our present, our future, past, ancestor, soul. So, what is honoring truly about? And and for everyone, that is unique. So, I'm not saying that we should be doing what I am practicing personally. What I am inviting you all to do is allowing. And first of all, I ask you all to go back into the heart, to close the eyes or open, that's your own choice, but to really connect with the body and the inner space, and really let it, the seed, the insights of the seed that I'm planting here, that uh, that oneself allows it to sink in and digest, and uh, to use this into your own unique creations, and to swing with it, so that we can create new and improve what is, so that we don't just take traditional and then we go with that. And it is powerful and potent and beautiful. However, the reason a tradition in the first place appeared, it's because someone started dialing into themselves and invented method practices, or a whole and a whole tradition was created around that. So this means that we also have this potential inside, and I feel that we should apply the sentient mechanism of innovation and creation that we all have been given. All of us, all of us have these unique diamonds within. This is what it truly means. Like, we are creators. We are creators. And so embody that sacred part of oneself. We can look at each other like as if we are collective, and it really is like that. Like, we are collective neural network. And so, with sharing new ideas, and don't hold in, please, creations, we spark and trigger each other's unique neurons and create new neural pathways, which results into more understanding and more wiseness. more creations and more connection. Gonna drink something fast. For the ones who wonder, this is lemon juice, organic lemon juice with algae inside, so, and some Ethereums. So not to take not to take for granted all of what we have. This is very important. Because billions of not just humans, they do not have this. It's knowledge, it's connection, and we are working to solve this. And it all begins with ourselves. As I explained before, we all have these motivational coaches of the sort from the lower planes, the underworld, whispering doubt, uncertainty, fears in our ears. And so it is time to take back our control seat back and to start ignoring them. And I didn't say that was easy, but still it's more than possible. So there are no excuses. That's what the master, that's what the adept are explaining. To start giving more attention to our spirit assistance. Connection with these spirits is only possible if we are matching our own frequencies. If our antennas, if they function, which I will explain later. So though we never give up, and when we fall down, we get back up and we keep on going. Like, you will become stronger. Remember what I spoke about in the last key makers about the pressure, the heat, and how crystals are formed. So completely letting go of judgments and having meaningful love with forgiveness and empathy and compassion with oneself and our environment. And create new neural networks so that the old habits of the stored from our ancestors that do not support our soul path any longer, that we can override them, and that we can then start installing new habits of soul, which simply begins with basics like repetitive gratitude, that it becomes a mantric every day. Just like because we have like this distortion going on for a while now, and it's really time that we change this. Just like Brother Eddie explained, that how ancient tribes, how they used to begin the honoring is by celebrating, is by giving thanks and gratitude to everything that we have, the smallest things. And what I confirmed in my own experience is the more gratitude I send out into the cosmos, the more I actually attract the same wavelength. And by consistently being grateful for the smallest things, that beginning with the body parts, the senses, for all the initiations in during the day, because the smallest situations are actually a fractal of very important metaphorical lessons to be learned, which then results into even more reason to be grateful, hence even more of these experience, hence more gratefulness. It's a snowball effect which doesn't go down the mountain, it goes up the mountain. And it's a powerful formula, and it also works the other way around. So be mindful on this. And doing this when we wake up, the most important moments of the day is when we are waking up and going into the nightly dream realms. These are fundamental moments, and they should be a true honoring, where we focus and imagine with a feeling from our heart space and our whole body about these insights, about the creation, like a small but core meditation. Doesn't need to be a lot, but it's just the effort which is fundamental. And souls, they see this and they know this. And putting in those focused intentions, because we take all of this in our suitcase to the dream realm, which then starts molding our realities. And in the daydream, we put in the insights into action. It is the other half to complete the intention into full spiral spectrum. So we cannot just have intention. We really need to put in the action. Then the results come in. Like I have multiple methods of application, which I can share more about later in the Keymakers. It goes into the 4 directions of the spirits, which Brother Mark was explaining about. Spirits of the East, the South, the West, and the North. And so, well, there are many ways on how to do that. Maybe I can share a small part on this. It's about putting elements like candle fire, glass of water, flowers, and ground for the earth, and then metals in the directions in the directions of the winds, and then using applying like candles we can put into a particular pattern so it amplifies. We can now on these days, on special days like on full moon and new moon, we can use our hair and not just throw it away, because we are connected to our hairs and to our nails, everything we are connected with, and putting that mindfully, mixing that with smudging, and then burning it, and then putting the ashes in the ground, and they're creating an honoring on itself for it. And these parts are very important for ourselves. So again, I won't continue. I will continue with the honoring itself, but later on in the Keymakers, I can dial deeper into this. So it's all about trusting oneself, trusting spirit assistance, and they are here to stand by our side, to have our back. Self-trust, that's where it all comes down to, and up. It's the reason why you are listening to this cosmic transmission in the first place of soul. Synchronized connections are a firm confirmation of this. And so we have all these trillions of antennas, which we call bacteria cells, our DNA. And when we resonate or are attracted to this message, or when we have synchronicities, that's an analyzation of self. We can acknowledge that some of our soul antennas are still functional and tuning into soul vibe. However, this can be amplified on the path of limitless. So when we purify our body, truly clean it out, and then start building with a firm temple with strong and purified elements, we start to replace the distorted antennas with more soul resonators in the form of elements, practices, mindsets, insights, healthy food of the five senses. Food is not just through the mouth, it is through every portal, through every sense that we take in or are around with. And so, like, when we put in this effort, our bandwidth becomes more potent. And so we gain new and like repair the broken antennas, and even come with upgrades of the interface, a platform where soul spirits can land on. And so this will pick up the signal of soul even more, which then results in more soul syncing. So it's our cymatical signal that becomes very structured in this way. And spirit souls feel attracted to this light, to our imprint. So they really want to come over and support and assist us. But we need to really tune into the exact wavelengths of where they are at. Our advanced higher selves resides exactly into what we are doing now. And so our intentions go much, much further and stronger, potent into the ether. And so, yes, this is what I needed to share. So much, much inner structured balance within love and wholeness. Aho.
Wow, Aho, thank you, brother, so much. Wow. I mean, do you have anything else? Like that was so beautiful. You know, like if you feel inclined on time, know that you have that space.
Thank you, brother. So yes, then I want to maybe, like, because it's now the 21st of it's now solstice, so it might be a proper thing to then go into some of the ideas, some of the practices, what I was earlier talking about. Wait a second. So to continue back into into the senses, it's about the four elements, and that's we then like what I do is I'm an artist, and so how I tune into water is I use aquarelle paints. And wait a second. And so what I also do is with for example, with mapacho, that's organic tobacco. Um, I write down my intentions on paper, and then I put it onto like Palo Santo. And so I wrap it onto Palo Santo, and what I then do is I burn it. I burn the Palo Santo, and I let go, because when we dial into the Lakota traditions, for example, is that it's about letting go and not holding on to the intention, like that we put the intention onto paper, which is then connected to the trees, and that we can then use the element of fire and then the assistant um, plant of the Palo Santo, and that they assist it through spiraling in. And that's also what I do, is I always create spirals. So with smudging and just with putting in these intentions into the ether, I always go into the 3 and the 6 and the 9. So like going 9 times to the left, 9 times to the right, and doing that 6 times in total. So you have 3, 6, 9. And the reason why is because our body is actually moving in the spiral. And that just amplifies the reason why I keep on mentioning this. It's all about efficiency and effectiveness, and the way on how I personally have uh, involved and have expanded and grown so much over the last year, actually, is all about starting to trust myself, and allowing myself, not holding in. Because most of the time when we don't dare, or these energies, when we did not speak to someone which we wanted to speak to, that are the motivational distortions. And then when we kill ourselves at that moment a little bit, because it doesn't feel very well afterwards. So then, but it's a good lesson, that the winner mentality, that this is what this is what I invite us all to train and to become more, having that winner mentality. Because in the most distorted, quote unquote, distorted experiences, I've experienced some, and at that moment that's not so fun at all. But later on in life, those become the most core lessons. They are very powerful lessons. And that if we would have had that mentality in the moment itself, we would have actually noticed all of these synchronized lessons in that situation. But because of we going into the self-judgment and into the external judgments and the self-pittiness, etc., we don't even notice all of these lessons, and then we need to have the lesson again, pretty much. So it's by being more present into the moment itself, and allowing these deeper parts to come out. And yes, like I said, it's about that self-trust, about that connection, letting go, and a whole.
Aho, thank you so much, brother. Wow, I mean, that's just so much powerful knowledge, and obviously everyone knows that we'll see you more on the Keymaker and bringing in these special recipes to self. Thank you so much for the projection. Thank the ancestors for the projections and macrobes, those standing in the gap and bridging thousands of souls into this next stage of experience. Also, brother, thank you so much for being that transition point. Wholeness, everyone, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take it into, yes, the next phase. We have some more connection. And also, you'll see more from Brother Sven. He's also always holding the space for us all. And, so you may not see him on camera, but he's the one that is working the grids. And he's also got some stuff to show those who like to connect with energy through different spaces and also understand how to work with energy on the planet. He will be bringing more of that early next year. We may even get something in before the year is over. So thank you so much, brother. Also, just so everyone, so you're aware, we have some continuous gifts to keep bringing you. There will be no Q&A today. I'll be doing some DJing, if you may, just working with the wheels of steel, trying to see how well we can boost this energy and how balanced things can be. So let's go ahead and go with something in just a second. But first, we're going to take just a quick break. This will be about 3 to 5 minutes. So thank you for your patience. Wholeness and balanced vibrations, everyone. That message, that final message may have got cut off a little bit. We just want to let everyone know that you will be seeing more of Sven in the Key Makers, and he will be bringing more of those recipes to self. We're going to be making some adjustments here and bring some more gifts. Thank you so much again for the connection. I wanted to say special thanks to Sven, and those things that the brother is saying is really central to us connecting deeper within ourselves and understanding what this means to connect with nature, what it means to dial in the vibration, what you should be seeing and experiencing. And, this gives us a lot of key pointers and tools that I really don't see anywhere. So thank you so much again, Unique Brother, for bringing those gifts. So again, everyone, we're going to take about 3 to 5 minutes and make a transition here. Thank you so much for standing in the gap.
Oh, okay, here we go. All right, calm me down. Are we on? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's take a moment, enjoy the silence. Hey, it's all here right now. Wow, so as we begin, let us turn within, giving thanks for this moment. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. This is from the infinite heart, from the infinite bliss, infinite existence. What you are is beyond words, beyond the stars. And I want you to know that the river flows and your soul knows deep down inside it's time to go, but go where? Go where it's inside of here. No more fear, it's all clear. It's all clear, it's all clear. Taking a deep breath now, cause I'm with you now, I can hear the sound. Knowing that the time is now, it's time for you to rise up and shine. Light up the room, you see. Gloomy days are just showing you that it's time to move on and play. Life is play, life is a game. You are just remaining in this time, moving outside of the time frame. Cause there's places to go, places to know. Soul tribes waiting for you, so let's go. And all we want to do is really be here with you. So if you could let us in, then we could come through in your heart space, let it be. Meditate, be free, go inside, don't hide. Deep as the rivers, deep as the soul. Know your infinite potential is about to blow. It's time to rise up, time to rise up. And there's no such thing as being stuck, never lost. You can't really be lost, you are in charge of your own soul, of your own knowing. Deep going, deep within, I'm just wondering if you can feel them. Because the feeling is mutual and the heart space knows. You see, the eternal heart flows. And everywhere we want to go is here right now. So don't look too far away. Know that you are always in this place. And so we call this flow therapy, but the flow is really endlessly going through my being and it reaches you. And I'm wondering if you knew that this would be you in this lifetime. See, we all shine, so give me your light, I give you mine. Give it all away, just to let it come back another day, because we are infinite existence. And the ants on the ground show me persistence. And all the animals, thank you to the animals, for they know that we must go one day, but they hold space, and I hold space for you and your evolution and your soul growth. Let it all know that it's time to let go, to start a new life. Can't take the old one with you, can you now? Soul's about to start rising up. We are the sun, so let's glow up. Let gratitude guide you in this time. You see, we are the light. And I met some beautiful beings that showed me that one time. So let us feel ourselves. Let us reach inside for help. Let this life propel you now. For me, poetry is sound, and we are sound vibration. So I'll take the time to be with you. Know that we are fluid in our moves. Know that we are fluid in our moves. It's time to shift. Yes, it's time to shift. Go within. Feel the light, feel your space, feel how bright you are. You exist to balance the world as it is, you are. See, the world needs you, and we need you. And we need you just to be you. And to just be is not really required trying. No more trying, no more fighting. Leaving those densities, leaving all those vibrations that don't serve me and you. I could feel you from the other side of the room, and I want you to know your energy is so vital. Keep cleansing your soul. Keep letting go. As you become lighter, you become brighter. As you become lighter, you become brighter. And baby, keep feeding that internal fire, internal, eternal flame of your soul. We keep feeding this fire within to know it's akin to the bright light that shining throughout galaxies and timelines and spaces and places we haven't been to in years, but I come back and I'm here. It's like I almost chased my own tail throughout this whole thing, wondering what will it all bring, and it brought me to you. And it brought me to you. Yes, I'm speaking to you. Trust your heart, trust all your moves. Trust your heart. Know where it ends is actually where it starts. There is no end, no more pretend. Just a new beginning, another chance at life. Another chance for you to really move through this dynamite potential blowing up, sending the messages through the universal grid. No more wondering, no more thinking, just be, just do, be free. And I know this English language could be a little complicated, but we're amazing, so we rewrite the whole script with our intention, letting you know that we can still reach you. The English language ain't really what it seems, but we are programming it with our dreams. So what is your dream, I said? What is your dream? What is your dream? And can you see me beside you in this space? Darkness really started this. And so we rise up from the darkness the way the sun does. You are the sun just because you exist. Your true nature is infinite bliss. And you don't really have to say this, but we bring it back to the ground. Spiritual teachings rising up from the ground, letting you know that we exist through sound. And so what are you saying? And how are you vibrating? Noticing all the correlations through life and seeing that we are the spice to throw in the pot just so we can have a feast. And so now we're feasting on infinite dreams, knowing that we are propelling this whole thing, the whole ship, the whole crew's on deck, so get on now. We about to take off from the ground. It's so bumping, it's so bumping. Can't you see we are just running inside, running home, coming out to play, never here, never go, never in control. Or maybe I do have a say, and maybe you do have a choice in all this. And can't you see we are in existence? It's already been done. You got this body, baby. Thank you to the mother who made me. Thank you to all the mothers who made you. And I can feel this joy moving through the room. So honor thy mother, honor thy father, mother earth, father sky. Physical bodies are meant to thrive, so we cleansing inside. Yes, we cleansing inside. Purifying all the intentions. Cause we shift in dimension. And so I ask you, what's your next move? What's your next groove? And who taught you that? Who taught you how to act? Maybe you should let go of that. Maybe you should just let go of all that. See, the truth exists infinitely. They're just covered up with lies. So we remove the lies so we can operate outside of time. And see that we could rewind this whole thing and really start to see the beginning of the blooming of our inner being. And so I love you forever. I see you forever. Know that your heart will serve you all your pleasures and all the gratitude and abundance, that love will always guide you. Love is inside you. Love is outside you. Love is everywhere, every place. No, we're not running this race. The race is done. Again, like I said, the race is finished. Now it's begun. Because we see we are united in consciousness. And there's no escaping this. Why would you want to leave yourself? Why would you want to leave yourself? Come back home. Come back home, please. You are so needed. Continue breathing. Just continue breathing. Keep flowing. Keep going. Keep knowing. The wisdom of the heart speaks, and I listen. And I encourage you to listen. Because there's nothing that's not for you. Everything serves you. Know that everything serves you inside. Everything is taking you along for the ride. And you can get off when you want, that's fine. You can get off and stop. Have a drink or two, or have a little snack, some good food. Enjoy life. Enjoy that appetite. I promise you, you won't have this body forever. But you will always be here. And if you ever feel lost, know that you can steer the ship. Steer beyond fear, steer beyond distortion. It's like hitting the red button. They say, don't hit the red button. Ever seen them cartoon shows? Don't push the red button. Hit it now. Hit it now. Take off. Take off, baby. Thank you to the mother who made me. And I just wanna say that we're all experiencing this together. We're all in this together. It's such a great time to die. It's the perfect time. I want to thank everyone because this moment now is forever. You don't come, you don't go. Always been here, always been clear. Remember, remember, remember. Remembering that you are infinite being. And the soul is just watching, projecting, giving thanks for this live stream. And the connection that's really serving this grand ship of existence. Moving through, diligent, knowing that we are it. Seeing the sun being born inside of you. Close your eyes and see the sun lighting up inside of you. It's time to glow. It's time to know. What happens to your soul? Do you know what happens to your soul? And how it merges with the whole thing? Tell me, do you know what happens to your soul and the merge of the whole? Picking up the pieces of the fragmented soul on this journey. Pick up all the pieces. Nothing gets left behind. Everything coincides in time. And so we use time, but we didn't create it. Limitless potential is really where you were made. So you come in and play this game, have a fun time. Know that it's all inside. The teaching is clear. The teaching is here. It's in every moment. You don't gotta look so far away. Don't worry about yesterday. You're reborn every day. And that's a fact. Yeah, that's really a fact. Sometimes all these energies, maybe you don't know how to act. It's okay. If you remove the identity just for a moment, just for this moment right now, I ask you this right now. Leave everything. Don't, no past, no future, right now. What is here right now? It's the perfect time to die. Split from the personality, from the ego identity, and see what has always been there. Love, 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 love. A beautiful being told me to speak love into existence. That's how we reprogram this language. What's the missing key? Love. What's the world been stripped from? Love. You are love. I am love. We are love. And so this infinite magnitude, I know it's scary, because when you open up, it's so much. You can't hold on. And trust me, nothing's wrong. Everything is emerging. Sometimes that requires purging, releasing. Let it go, let it go. See, the water told me to wash away all my fears. And the fire told me, burn into the night. And the air told me, be unrestricted, take flight. And the earth said, go deeper. Go deeper, 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 deep, 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 so far that it seeps into the core of the earth's heartbeat. And when you feel her, then you can really start manifesting her dreams. And know that this world, this earth, has been holding space for all civilizations, everyone. And she has been so patient with you. She has not had one single complaint, holding space for all of us. Give thanks. Give thanks. This earth is going nowhere. Where are we going? Where are we floating? Where do you want to go? What do you want to know? I trust it's yourself. Thank you for all the help. Thank you for all the reflections, all the projections, all the lessons, all the flow moments. Brother Isaac, I see you flowing. Letting it know. Letting it know. Keeping it go. Keeping the flow. And so maybe we can start playing and being free inside of our being, letting the child come out again, be born again. Even the rebirth process is a child again. Close your eyes, find the inner smile within. Listen to the silence within. The heart is beating, the heart is streaming. Take as much time as you need. Take all the time you need. Time doesn't exist. Infinite spirals. I love you forever. I'll see you forever. Much gratitude, much love, 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 love. Speak that love into your life.
Powerful.
Brother, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm truly grateful that we were able to align, that we are forever connected now. Giving thanks.
Wow, brother, give thanks. Oh,
I love you,
wow.
brother.
Man, this try makes my heart sing. Thank you so much. Even beyond the words, you fulfilled a dream. Woo! Oh, wow, family, just give us a quick moment. We're getting everything into position for this next gift, this next day star. You know, this is live. This is, I found my new space. Like, I'm like, let me just get back here and really just coordinate and make it grow and make it happen and keep connecting with these beautiful people. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come here in just about 2 or 3 minutes with our sister Nyah. This is probably, actually, let's take 5 minutes. You know, this is probably a good time to, you know, spread out your arms, get some water, maybe go use the restroom really briefly, you know, and just dial into this space and see that connection with yourself and your family. You know, like my heart is just blown open by seeing what is here. I'm just in amazement. You know, it's taking everything to hold the water back. So, you know, let's let this cleansing continue, and we're going to come forward in just a moment. So 5 minutes. Oh. All right, family, wholeness and balance vibrations. We are ready to keep going forward with these projections and keep bringing this energy with that spiral force, bringing everything up out of the vortex, bringing us all into a great level of expansion and connection with each other, ending all the racials, putting things truly together in the atom, and shining like suns as we are and even beyond. Bringing in Nyah. Give me just a quick moment. Here it is, here it is, here it is. All right, sister, let me get this centered in. Sister Nyah, thank you so much for bringing your presence. I mean, I know everybody knows you now. You know, if they don't, you know, that last Keymaker was just, wow. What did we shine the sun on.
We're all doing that. It's incredible.
The new moon.
Yeah.
And also, of course, wow, just such a beautiful connection, you know, in the heart from what our brothers G-Sun and our brother Isaac bought. And we're just going to keep it going. We're going to keep in that flow. So it's on you, sister. Wholeness.
Wholeness, brother. Wholeness, everyone. Greetings, peace, and blessings to all of you. I'm so thankful to be here again, bringing it full force forward, new moon, full moon. And it's the solstice, which is a really incredible time for really digging deeply within ourselves, our true selves, the very true essence of our being. It's so beautiful when we really take the chance and the time to center within that and see what flourishes and what comes to the forefront. So I want to take this time also to just honor my brother Gonzalo and brother Isaac. That was the most beautiful presentation. So thank you for that. Thank you. And just everyone who's even presenting. It's so beautiful to be here with this tribe, with you, Savan, with my sister Jeanette, with just Secret Energy and everyone that pours into this space. It is incredible to have this soul family here to support, love, and give us a platform to create our vision, cultivate our vision, and spread love, and really just putting that to the forefront of our reality. Thank you for making that a reality for us. So much love, peace, and blessings to all of you tuning in. Thank you for holding this space. Thank you for being here with us. I am going to perform a freestyle. So again, I hope that you can be here with me in your divine presence, and I hope that you enjoy. I gotta reach real deep, break through the surface. I gotta reach real deep, break through the subconscious. I gotta find the roots and heal all of the aspects. I got to hero myself. I'm the hero of my own self. I keep looking out there somewhere, but I won't find you. I gotta take that energy, turn it inward, taking my energy, put it here first, taking my energy, healing me first, taking that energy in my inner verse. I kept looking all the wrong places before. I kept giving all my energy and wanting to explore all the spaces, all the places that I never knew was really meant for me. And so I find myself in spaces looking right back at myself. I'm looking right back at myself. I'm looking right back at myself. I'm looking right back at myself. Take the messages from the universe. Use them to make you go forward. Because they are all signs from the universe, signs from the universe, signs from the universe, signs from the universe. Lessons for you to put into your own verse, your own melody, your own melody. Planting your own seed, planting your own tree, building your own dream, building your own freedom, freedom. We're freeing our minds, our spirits, our body, our souls. We keep moving, we keep moving, we keep moving, we keep moving forward. We keep moving forward. We keep moving forward. And it's okay to move forward. I was really nervous. I don't think I'll ever fully get used to completely being singing. I could just feel everyone, and it's like it's supportive, and I'm thankful for that. And I hope that you guys enjoyed that also. I want to flow into and move into another pace, perhaps. So I just gotta calm my energy because there's really nothing to be nervous about. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. All right.
Macy's takes your workout to the next level with 25.
Planting your own. All right. Oh, 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 oh. There is a light, it is beating from inside. There is a light, it is beating from the inside. Will you answer the call? Will you show up at all? Will you be your real self in the midst of it all? There's a knocking on your door from the inside out. Will you be brave enough to feel it out? 'Cause you are on this life mission, guiding this ship. And everyone's loving the way you're guiding your ship. Just feel it through and let the divine guide you. Just feel it through and let it all guide you. Cause there's no force to be reckoned with like you. Cause you are the truth. You are the truth. waves. They're like waves. They come and they go. But what's always here is you and you. It's beautiful. Let yourself shine. Let it all radiate from your love inside. Let it all shine. Let your love radiate from the inside. 'Cause no one's looking like you think. And that's why it's so important for you to sink into your heart space and let it radiate out and let it guide you in the spaces that you're really about. And let you feel all of you. And you should feel all of you. I want us to take this time to sink inside of all of the divine. I want us to take this time to feel the essence of the cosmos, the essence of the earth, the essence of your heart, the essence of your brothers and your sisters on this earth and everywhere in this universe. Just feel all the love inside you. Wow. Much love, everyone. Thank you for holding this space with me. And thank you again, Secret Energy and Savan and the rest of the team for creating this space for us.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, beautiful sister, for all that you share and all that you do. Everyone here is looking so much forward to seeing more of you. And, you know, we have definitely got to get some songs and some CDs happening here because we need more of that vibe. So I'm going to go. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and transition for a moment, everyone. And we're going to, as we talked about, we want everyone to enjoy this time in this space with their families. Also coming into this solstice, we've really set a really expansive spectrum across for us to all ferry our sisters, brothers, cousins, uncles, animals, plants, everything in the kingdoms across into its higher level of acceleration. So we're going to keep going with this, with our honorings, and we're going to, I can't say close because this is an opening, so we're going to keep opening, and we're going to bring one of our sisters in for a connected opening and honoring, and we're going to go ahead and adjourn for today so we can keep sharing this beautiful connection. We have something going on here, of course, on December 30th also, so we're just going to take a quick moment in transition and just give us a moment. Wholeness, everyone. So, wow, I mean, it's pretty intense to even try to articulate after this kind of energy is moving through. We're going to go ahead and go into our honoring now, and then after that, we're going to keep dispersing this energy into the cosmos. So I did want to say to everyone, Wholeness and Balanced Vibrations, thank you so much for spending your time and your projection doing this, understanding just how important this is for us to go into and change. As I said before, we're going to have the December 30th Six Secret Energy keynote. We're going to open up with a presentation, which is going to show all the applications that we plan to deliver to make these contributions. You can see we're rolling with a lot of power. So I look forward to continuously actionizing this vision. And thank you so much again over the last decade. It's been, it's been a powerful ride and a great and mighty walk. So we stand together with each other, not one person in front, but each of us side by side, really pushing into this and doing what we need to do, rolling with this powerful force. Thank you so much. Okay, tribe, so we are ready. I'm centering up this camera just so everything appears clearly. All right, so you beautiful faces are ready.
I don't see any video on YouTube.
Okay, 1 second.
I see it on YouTube with all of us.
I see it now.
Okay, great. So we're ready. So, again, the energy is moving so strong. It's like, okay, and what's my name again? James. Who is that guy? Serious. Like, come on. Who wants to still be limited after something like this? So we're going to keep it going collectively. Here we are. We're going to go with some more honoring. Yeah, there it is. More honoring. Yes. Okay, so let's keep it going. Let's let our sister Neva come in, and she's going to deliver to us a beautiful honoring, and then we're going to bring the whole tribe into the collective, and we're going to go ahead and move from here with force. Wholeness, sister.
Wholeness, wholeness. Wholeness, and thank you, tribe. Much love and honoring to each and every one of you today. In this eternal now moment, let us connect our breath with the presence of our hearts within this beautiful tribe. I invite you to either close your eyes or simply gaze at the point of light behind me. As we breathe in wholeness of our one sacred breath in oneness, we gently allow our out breath to let go of any separation to self, remembering and honoring that all is self. As we honor our ancestors today, and this sacred day, my communion with the earth's sun brings my full conscious awareness into this moment, honoring my physical being as a portal through which divine consciousness flows, a stargate in time and space. My every breath crystallizes my presence as a coordinate in the divine, immortal continuum, cleansing my emotional body. my mental body breaks free of its mortal confines. As I remember my quantum identity, awakening my fearless self. Love is my protection. As I turn within the self, I imagine a golden ball of light between my eyebrows. I am a pure diamond soul entering the world of the Supreme Soul as the infinitesimal point of light. In this awareness of I, the soul, wholeness and balance emerges within me as I freely move as a spirit of light, radiating inwardly and outwardly in my toroidal field as a purity of consciousness. Let us now imagine this golden ball of light stretching and enveloping our planet Earth and all living beings within this divine energy. Let us as a tribe gift humanity today with balance and wholeness vibrations of love and light. Spinning the light clockwise and anti-clockwise, gaining momentum in a beautiful swell and dance of symphony. Feel this within our beingness as our sacred quality. Now let us allow this light to slowly and gently return into our eyebrows and fill us with the pure gems and gifts of solar love on this solstice day, as our sun is the mediator of galactic intelligence, projected as a radiant light from the benevolent source of all creation. Each of us here is a star projecting our light onto the Earth's grid as geometric formulas, activating, integrating the resonant stellar code within the soul covenant with each sacred breath. Honoring our self-sovereignty. As we now slowly and gently come back into the awareness of our physical surrounding and costume, let us keep this consciousness of eternal tranquility and light as wholeness and balanced vibration of the all is self in every eternal now moment. I love all that you are as I am. Big love tribe, wholeness and balanced vibrations. I will now Om 3 times. And please feel free to carry on the Oming afterwards together in our vibration in wholeness.
All right, brothers and sisters. So I trust that the universe will hear these sounds and these wonders and these calls. They say that I was actually listening to Brother Kinney today, and Brother Martin Kinney, and he was breaking down how Om is in itself a transmission for assistance and reverberation with self to build energy. And it's just amazing how we've all come together and we become that Om and that connection for each other. So as we pronounce it, as we live it, as we see it, and as we breathe it, let us all come into union with what it is, and it's all of us as a collective. which is greater than the tone, the vibrations, and all of the experience, because it is truly us working with our purity and our connection with each other. Thank you so much, Wholeness and Balance Vibrations. We'll be sending out many things to notify you of what's coming, and we look forward to our continuous connection. Wholeness.
Wholeness.